Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Vista Ventures. I'm Caleb and thanks for joining me. Today I'm back up in the Quehanna Wilds. I'm here at the Hoover Farm wildlife viewing area. So it's a nice big lot here. I'm going to be doing the Piper Loop, I think it's called. I'll be using a section of smaller trails here and then a section of the Quehanna Trail as well. So it's a beautiful October morning here. I actually got the first frost last night, so it's a little chilly out right now, about the mid-30s. But with that, I'm going to grab the pack and let's get on the trail. So I'm starting out here on Riddle Road, which is just, nothing more than an old, probably logging road or something here. Then I could turn off onto the David Lewis Baker Trail if I wanted. I've already done that trail once before when I made a loop up here, kind of called the I think the Wyckoff Loop, which was kind of the northern kind of loop that you can make right in this area. And this is going to be the southern loop that you can make up. I think it's about 26 miles is what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to go out to this Riddle Road here, and then I'll cross a road, and then I think it's a Red Run Trail I think will take me out. And then I'm going to take the Meeker Trail down, and then that'll hook me up with the Quehanna Trail East connector. And then I will take that the whole way where I hook up with the Quehanna. Then I'll do a section of that. It's definitely pretty chilly this morning. Like I said, I think this was the first frost here so far. So a little on the chilly side, but it was great driving up here this morning, looking at all the beautiful fall foliage and all the leaves and everything changing. So I think it's going to be a great trip. The weather for this trip is supposed to be pretty nice. I think it's supposed to get up to about 60 degrees today, and it's supposed to have beautiful clear sunny skies. So hoping that holds out, and then I think tonight it's supposed to get down to about 40 degrees. So that shouldn't be too bad. I brought my 20-degree quilt set up, so I should be plenty warm tonight. That was pretty cool. Can't believe I walked right up on a coyote. Haven't done that before hiking. That was pretty neat. He's probably 25 yards. Huh. I don't even think he would have known I was here if I hadn't kind of whistled at him there a little bit. On down the Meeker Trail here, just kind of crossed a real small stream, and I can hear it here off to my right. Just wanted to point out there is a pretty nice spot right in here for a stealth site if you were looking for a camp. If maybe you're doing this the other way or something. There's a nice flat spot right in there. You can make a tent work, and then obviously there's all kinds of opportunity in here for hammocks. Alright, just come out here to the major intersection. Not really sure what you're supposed to make of all those blazes on that tree. But if you're doing this loop, just wanted to kind of show you here. So you come out, there's a trail kind of going left to right, and then the trail you're on kind of keeps going, which is still the Meeker Trail there. You kind of see on that sign. So hopefully I can show you here on the map. So I'm right at that intersection there, if you can see. So if I kept going on the Meeker Trail or turned to the right, that would kind of put me on the east connector, kind of heading to the northern half of the Quehanna. But I'm going to want to hang a left here and then follow this east connector down to this Lost Run Road, and then that'll take me down there up this climb, and then I'll be back on the Quehanna. I wanted to note, as soon as I turned on to this east connector here, there is a nice little campsite pre-established right down in there if you were looking for another place to camp. Well, this is a super beautiful section of trail right here. Got these sweet big rock outcropping over here. Unfortunately, it's so beautiful, I was too busy paying attention to all the beauty around me and didn't quite pay attention to the fact that the trail gets super swampy in through here. And if you guys can see, I got bogged down pretty good. Got mud up to my ankle, so that was fun, and it happened like right now, so it really took me off guard. But fortunately, wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna try to pay more attention going forward. Here's the next intersection. Fortunately, they got some good signage here. So there's a Crawford Vista Trail, which you could take off to the right there. But I'm going to stick on the Quehanna East Connector here. It's 0.35 miles on down to Lost Run Road. Alright, made her down here to Lost Run Road. The trails this morning has just been stunning so far. Just leaves are falling, just nice crispness in the air. Got to see a coyote, which was pretty cool. So I think, I don't know, maybe I got a quarter mile or so. I get down here and then I shoot off to the right. And it looks like I got a pretty healthy climb. Get up to the top of the ridge, and then I'll be back on the Quehanna Trail. Then I'll be on there for the rest of the day. Not exactly sure where I'm going to camp. We'll just kind of see how the time works out. I got a couple different spots picked out as potentials, but so far I'm just going to keep enjoying this beautiful fall morning. Just wrapped up the connector, hopped back on the Quehanna Trail here. The climb up here from the road down there actually wasn't that bad at all. They picked a nice draft there to take you up through. It was actually pretty mild. I will say, you gotta pay attention at least this time of year, especially since there's so many leaves on the ground. It was kind of hard to see where the trail was, and at one point I was too focused on getting up the climb and actually got off trail a little bit and had to shoot off to my right to get back on trail, but still, it wasn't bad at all. So now that I'm back on the Quehanna, It says I got 4.3 miles to get back to the Quehanna Highway, which is, you know, right off where I parked this morning, though obviously further north than where I'm going to be crossing. So I think I'm going to try to push out this trail section here, and once I get back up across Mosquito Creek, get up to the top, and then there's a kind of a road walk up there, just kind of a, you know, an old dirt road sort of a thing. Then I know there's some rocks down towards the end of that where the Quehanna cuts back off to the right. I think that might be my lunch spot, so we'll see how she goes. Now this is a spectacular vista. I don't ever remember this one being quite this magnificent, but wow. It's definitely stunning today. I want to take a moment to applaud whoever all was involved with rigging up this tree bridge across here, because that made this so much nicer to get across. For years when I was coming up here there wasn't anything. And then I think the last time I was in this section, like a tree had fallen right here and someone had constructed a pretty sketchy setup that I wasn't looking forward to trying to navigate today, and would have probably just ended up wading across like I had before. But it was obvious that someone put a tremendous amount of work into ensuring that tree was securely fastened and the handrail was on there real nice. So shout out to whoever did that. That made this crossing so much nicer. All right, it's just before 12:30. Figured I'd decide to go ahead and stop here to eat just as soon as I crossed that creek here, because there's a lovely place to sit here. So figured it would also be better to eat now that I'm at the bottom of the hill, and then my lunch can power me up so I don't have to carry it up there to then eat it. So today I got one of these pre-packaged like tuna rice bowl things. Never had this before. I think this is the teriyaki one if I remember right. So I'm going to try this out, mixing it up from the standard tuna sandwich. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm definitely looking forward to stopping here and resting for 15 or 20 minutes, and then get everything packed up and then start to climb up out of here. Just right around the bend from where I stopped for lunch here, there is a pretty nice campsite right in here. I think it's pretty well used. I've seen people down in here just about every time that I've been down here except for today. But it's definitely a nice spot down here, and then there's a stream right next to it, so obviously you got plenty of water here. Right in here, maybe half, 3/4 of a mile off the Quehanna Highway, there is a pretty nice campsite right over here to the left. And this is actually, I think, the first time I've ever been through here where there's actually water at their spring. So I guess if it's been wet, you might be able to count on this, but if it's been dry for quite some time, I wouldn't bank on there being water here. I'd probably camel up before you get here. I'm on the way down here to Reservoir Road and came across a 50-degree like sleeping bag liner here, just sitting in the middle of the trail. It's not wet or anything, so can't have been here that long. So I guess I'll carry it down here in the off chance that I run into somebody. But yeah, hopefully we can find the rightful owner. Alright, I just got topped off with water here, just across Reservoir Road. Beautiful little stream here. So I got loaded up with 4 liters of water. So I'm going to hump all this up to the top of the hill. And I'm going to try to camp up around, what is it, three run road, I think. We'll find out when we get up there, whatever it's called. I think it should be a nice open spot to camp. So, but it's dry, so hence all the water. So I think that should be more than sufficient to get me through the night. But unfortunately, I got to carry it all up there. But oh well, it's not going to get up there without me carrying it. So we got, I think it's just after 4 o'clock here. So I'm hoping I can make it up there by 5:30 maybe. And then that should give me about an hour and a half to get camp, everything set up before it gets dark. So wish me luck. Here we go. Yes, that makes a climb with 4 liters of water on your back. Totally worth it. Beautiful. Oh, it's nice. All right. Finally made it out here to this 3 Runs Tower Road, site of the old 3 Runs Fire Tower. Boy, I don't know about you guys, but to me it always seems like the last mile to camp. It seems like it takes forever. I felt like I was walking and just wasn't getting anywhere, but lo and behold, finally made it. So, just a real short road walk here up to the remnants of the old fire tower, which really isn't anything left, just some remnants of the foundation, and then the pillars where the actual fire tower was. But I am glad to be up here. So I'm gonna get over here and just trying to find a place to set the hammock up, and I'm just gonna probably sit down for a little bit. It's been a full day. There you go. Site of 3 Runs Fire Tower and Cabin.
Here's all that's left to the cabin. As you can see, really not much, just some remnants of the old ruins. And I think back in here somewhere is, yeah, right in there's a couple of the footings for the old tower. Right in there's one. But other than that, nothing real exciting. Alright, I was going to push on just a little bit. Tried to set up a stealth site. I don't know, maybe another quarter mile down the trail, but you know what? I'm tired, and I think I've hiked enough today. So I'm just going to set up right here. I mean, there is a fire ring right back there. I'm not really planning on having a fire, but I'm right at the intersection with this number 14 trail, and then I got a couple of trees right behind me here that'll make for some perfect hammocking, and everything's nice and clear, and I don't have to try to remove any brush or anything like I might have to on out. So and I'm just gonna get camp set up here and then get supper going and relax a little bit. Alright, got my couscous warming up there, hydrating, so that's good. Got camp, everything set up. Hammock looks good. Only took me one shot and got it perfect hang, which rarely happens, so that was good. And then I just got, you know, gear explosion going on over here. And then I did want to mention, for the first time ever, I actually brought a book along. This is Jack Carr's Savage Son. I think this is the third book in the Jack Carr series there. I know the Terminal List was the first one, I read it, and then the second one was True Believer, and that Terminal List is on an Amazon series about that. So that was definitely a good watch, but as per the norm, the books are definitely way better than the show. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying that. I'm about halfway through it. So as soon as I get supper in me here, I think I'm just gonna chill out in the hammock and read the book for a while, and then did download a couple movies, so I might watch one of them. So just gonna try to relax and have a good time. My Google Fit app said 20.5 miles, so I'd say that's a good reason why I'm pretty tired, because this is my first backpacking trip of the fall here, and ripped to 20, so can't complain about that. Alrighty guys, I'm all tucked in here in the hammock. I think I'm just gonna kind of hang out and read my book, maybe watch a movie, see what I feel like, or I might just go to bed. I mean, I was up early this morning to drive up here, and I didn't sleep real well last night, just because I usually don't sleep well the night before. Just, I guess, thinking about getting up here and making sure that I got everything and all that. But yeah, today was a great day. I mean, you couldn't ask for better weather. I mean, 60 degrees, bright sunny skies. I mean, there wasn't really a cloud in the sky. Snuck up on a coyote. That was pretty cool. I did see a couple deer and turkey or two. Wasn't able to get them on video. So I got about 6 miles out. Maybe on those 6 miles we'll run into some elk. We'll see. Haven't had much luck up here in the Quehanna Wilds running into elk, but we'll see. I guess there's still a chance, and if not, I might, once I get back to the truck tomorrow, drive around a little bit and see if I can't maybe do a little sightseeing while I'm up here. So that, guys, good night. I'll see you in the morning.
morning, everybody. It's about 8:15, getting started here. It's a beautiful morning here. It's a little cloudy, but it's not real windy, and the temperature's not too bad either. Figured I'd throw the buff on here so I warm up a little bit from hiking, but had a great night last night. Slept pretty decent, and was able to get everything packed up here this morning. Now, I was originally planning on heading, doing another small section of the Quehanna here, which then hooks up down here to this number 15 trail, but I've already done that a couple times, so I just decided, why not? I'm going to take this number 14 trail down, so I've never been on it before, and it hooks up with the number 15 trail down here, and then that'll take me over to that Big Spring Draft Trail, I think it's called, and then I'll take that basically all the way back to where I left the truck yesterday. So I'm looking forward to a nice relaxing walk out here. As soon as you make it out here to the road, the old Cinnamoning Trail goes that way. Right there's a parking area for that. I need to go left and follow this road for, I don't know, quarter, half mile maybe, and then I'll turn off to the right and head down that Big Spring Draft Trail. Boy, Big Spring Draft has been packed with folks so far. It was funny, I was just thinking to myself that I hadn't run into anybody except the lady that was doing trail maintenance there yesterday, and then boom, ran into there was a family of 4 at the one campsite, and then a group of 3 at the other campsite there. Then I came across that big pine tree there across the trail. It was kind of at that awkward height where it was too tall to climb over effectively, and not tall enough to crawl underneath, so I figured I'd just pop the pack and get my saw out and take care of that. Make it easier for the rest of the folks coming through. Alright, made it here to the end of the Big Spring Draft Trail. It's Quehanna Highway. 1 mile. I think this trail that I'm getting on, yes. I think it's called the Wyckoff Trail. Takes me off here to the left. Alright. 1 mile to go. Alrighty guys, just popped out onto the, I think this is the Ligament Trail, just kind of an old road here.
probably a couple 100 yards from the car. This was an absolutely awesome trip. I mean, I couldn't ask for any better weather. Got to sneak up on a coyote. That was pretty cool. And the fall foliage and everything was just absolutely stunning. I highly recommend that if you haven't made it up into the Quehanna Wilds yet, that you definitely put it on your bucket list, because I think it's definitely one of the most beautiful places to hike, especially in the fall like this with the leaves and everything changing. Finally timed the foliage up right, and I think it's just about peaked out here, and it's just been absolutely incredible. So that, guys, I'm just about out. As always, get outdoors, have fun, and embrace the uphill. Till next time, this is Vista Ventures.